Hey y'all, so this is part 2 of the Heaven Can Wait episode, and we're gonna get into a little bit of lifestyle and talk about my birthday. My cousin says she's never celebrated her birthday, and that is something that I've always done, right? I also don't celebrate Christmas or, I'm forced to do it because y'all do it. If you see me out doing a Christmas dinner or a Thanksgiving dinner, it's because I was invited or because y'all do it and y'all force it. So yeah, I'm gonna force my birthday, bitch. I'm gonna fucking force it. You're gonna see me. Y'all forced me to do Thanksgiving and Christmas. So happy birthday, TraCheri. Thank you so much. Wow. All right. I wanted to talk about the birthday dinner because I don't have many birthday dinners. So back to what my cousin said, she doesn't celebrate. I don't celebrate it either like an ordinary, you know, girl, I guess. Girls grow up and they grow up into women having these birthday parties. I never had a sweet 16. I never did any of that, right? The first birthday dinner I had, I was 22. I had a little Uber baby and I wanted to have a proper drinking birthday because I was pregnant for my 21st birthday, right? So we got this cheap section in Atlanta. I remember Jermaine Dupri had this club called 1472. If y'all remember what that is, comment. I don't remember. Life or something, I don't know. But it was in fucking Lawrenceville. So we thought it was a great idea to drive out there. They gave us a bottle of champagne, which at the time was lit. But I had about 15 or 20 women with me. And I don't think nobody helped me pay for that section. Now, mind you, it was a cheap section. It was probably $300 because all we had was a bottle of champagne between all of us. And I just remember looking around like, I'm not really enjoying this, Like this isn't fun for me. It was fun for the people that came with me. We took pictures. I still have those pictures. And I am still very appreciative that those ladies came. And I wonder, do they remember this? And if you do, go ahead and send some money to my Cash App, okay? Because that wasn't right. Like, let's be for real. That wasn't right, man. But I was in the Navy and I had a car and a husband. I had things that the other women didn't have. So I guess in their mind, they felt like that was right. No, it wasn't right. And I didn't like that feeling. So I never did anything like that again. If I'm going to do something for my birthday, I'm going to just do it on my own. Well, of course I didn't, right? So I had something else in 2022, I believe. We went to Pasha. And I had this friend at the time. We're no longer friends. But she kept ordering shots at Pasha in Atlanta. So, these shots are like, I don't know, $50 a shot, whatever the fuck. And she's ordering shots for the group of us. And I think the group was maybe like 5 or 7 people. Like it was an odd number and it was a small number. Because I was just really big on, I'm just going to be my close friends, my best friends, and all that bullshit, right? This girl kept ordering shots for everybody. At the end of the night, gave me $60. 3 $20 bills. This was like a $700 tab. She gave me $60. She had a whole meal. This is Pasha ATL, okay? She had a whole meal and ordered everybody shots because it's my best friend's birthday and da. So I was like, yeah, this is why I don't do this, right? And I was going to Europe right after that. And I just remember waking up the next day. Matter of fact, it wasn't even a sleep thing. I remember going to the club later that night. And she was like, what you want to drink? Nothing. We happened to know somebody in the club that gave me something to drink. But I still had like this blank stare, like, $60? Like, that's it? All right. The other people paid me for what they ordered. But, she was ordering the shots. So this time, The reason why I wanted to do something is because I had a rough year last year, and I just remember a conversation that I had with the individual I was in a relationship with. Hindsight, I can see that he was rage baiting me. I didn't know rage bait was a thing that people did to people. Like, I thought it was something that you do on the internet. Like, when you want to piss a group of people off because you mad and you want to get on there and talk about, the sky is orange. You just want to piss some people off today. Like, let me start a conversation to piss people off. And no, like, people do that to their loved ones. Like, they'll literally feel like shit today and have their insecurities whooping their ass, so they gonna hit you up and piss you off, right? So I never noticed that because I never let other people's mood dictate my mood, right? But hindsight, I can see that that's what he was doing. And he had a conversation with me one time. He had a client that had this big birthday dinner, and he was like, man, you got to be such a good person to have all of these people show up for you for your birthday. And I thought about it because my 40th birthday, I spent absolutely alone. And I was like, dang, was he talking about me? And I spent my birthday alone because I was actually being abused by this person, right? And I just didn't want to face my friends. I didn't want to face people. I just kind of wanted to be alone and be in this shell. So I added that up and realized before I was in this relationship, I was doing these yoga nights. I was doing all of these things. And why did I stop? Hear me out. I want to do all of those things all over again. Why not start with something that I despise, which is a birthday dinner, right? And I wanted to do the birthday dinner because not only did that person kind of did rage bait me when they said that, but my reaction was if I wanted to fill up whatever with whoever I could, right? Like, it's not hard to call people. It's hard to get people to pay for stuff, right? So I went into deep thought. How can I tie all of these in? Because obviously I want to have a birthday dinner. So I sent out text messages. Send me $50. You want to come to my birthday dinner? Have you ever asked for a deposit for a birthday dinner, for an event, or anything that you were doing that people are required to say yes to, and then they fall back and flake or whatever? Have you ever said, you know what? Give me $50. Ain't no hard feelings. Go ahead and slide that to me on Apple Pay, Zelle, whatever your payment option is. Go ahead and slide that to me. I know you say you won't come, but give me $50. And I sent out a subsequent text that said, after that, you are responsible for the rest of your dinner. So whatever you order, if you order shots for the table, you're paying for shots for the table. If you text me on the side and be like, what you drinking? And I text you back an old fashioned, I'm going to expect your drink and that old fashioned in my Apple Pay at the end of the night. We're not splitting the tab between nobody. We're not splitting it. Nope. Everybody is ordering this prefix menu at this restaurant, and whatever else you order, you're going to send me that money. And it went by flawless. I did have a friend. I have a very controlling friend. She knows who she is. That she wanted to see the tab. She wanted to run. And I was like, I got it. Like, I promise you I got it. She wanted to see the tab and she wanted to itemize everything because her excuse was she didn't know how much her drink was. So if I was to fix anything about that, I would say at the beginning, look at the menu, see how much your drink is, and write it down. There's no reason for us to look at the tab. You don't need to know anything other than what you owe the person for that birthday dinner. I would suggest everyone start doing that because I think my cousin saying that she doesn't celebrate her birthday, 2 thumbs down. I'm going to go out to Vegas in August. or April, excuse me. Ayana, her birthday is April 10th. I'm going to go out to Vegas and I'm going to make sure whether it's me, her, and her close friend and our other cousin, we're going to celebrate her on her birthday and we're going to have a birthday dinner because everyone should be doing this. And the reason why people aren't doing this is not that we don't have the people like the guy insinuated, right? It's that we don't want to go through the trouble of calling up people and, yeah, I'm going to make it. Damn, my bad. My kid getting Christian that night. You know, once they see the restaurant in the menu, now all of a sudden, you know, they auntie on their cousin uncle side got to have a toe removed. And it's like, bruh, I told you up front what the restaurant was before you shouldn't even have said yes. And so people aren't doing this to avoid that. People also just may be in a dark place and need to be pulled out of that place. And I definitely pulled myself out of a dark place. That's enough of that. What I am going to say is let's bring back yoga and tequila. Not at my house, though. So if you would like to provide me with a space, I will do the legwork. I will do the deposits. At Yoga and Tequila, we have like tacos, chips, anything tequila related. And let's bring that back. And a mistake in the past from Yoga and Tequila was my friends thought that we were just dressing up in yoga. And like, no, bitch, I have a yoga instructor friend. We're going to do the fucking downward dog, good morning, all of that shit. Okay. We're going to actually do yoga and then we're going to have tequila. Okay. So let's bring that back and yeah, plan your birthday dinner, take deposits. Tell me what you want me to wear. Tell me what your dress code is. Let's bring that back. Because everyone needs to have their own personal holiday and everyone deserves to be celebrated. A few other events that I want to do. I want to do a onesie party, but I really, 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 really want to get all of my girls together. And when I say girls, I don't mean my women friend. I mean, they're little girls. I want to get my girls, my goddaughters together. Somebody asked me the other day, was I Ivory's godmom? Yeah. I don't give a fuck what her mom says or who she picks out. The fuck? So anyway, all of my friends with daughters, I'm their godmom. I don't care what they mamas, I don't care. Okay? I don't care. They know, the little girls know, and I know. And we have an understanding. So I'm going to get all my goddaughters together. And I'm going to get them some princess dresses and tiaras. And we're going to have fake mimosas and beignets, croissants. And we're going to have a good time. That's one of my next parties that I want to do. No, I will not babysit your kid. You will wait until the party's over. This is not an excuse for all my friends to go out without me. I'm just saying I want to do that and I want to have a great time with my goddaughters. South Africa. I want to reiterate some things to do while in South Africa, particularly Knysna. Okay. I'll do a Cape Town one, hopefully with my cousin tomorrow. Hopefully my cousin and I do a podcast together and I'll talk about everything that we did there. Featherbed Nature Reserve, you will see your life flash before your eyes while you're on. I would just recommend just get on the bus, okay? Don't get on the trailer like I did. I didn't know it was going to be like that. But I'm telling you, get on the bus. Don't get on the trailer. And it is a 2.2 kilometer hike once you get off the bus. And it is a lot of steps. Then there's an optional hike to the cave. Definitely take the optional hike. It feels amazing. The most perfect breeze I've ever felt in my life. That was $92. And that included lunch. Best calamari I've ever had in my life. It was not fried. It was cooked to perfection. And they had like this sweet and sour sauce. Chef's kiss. I've never had calamari like that. I even had to go ask, like, y'all sure this calamari? They was like, yeah. But the Featherbed Nature Reserve tour does come without a lunch option, and it was about $50. This lunch option was a buffet, and it was pretty amazing. Like, they set up the buffet just for us. They set up the buffet. It was not just an open all-day buffet. It was just for the tour group. The elephant sanctuary was $30, and one of the best travel experiences, because you see these animals getting abused in so many different places. Obviously, Africa, you don't see that much here, but I still see a lot of things like in Asia, Thailand, where people are riding the elephants, pulling on their ears and riding their trunks, and that's just not okay. That's not okay. So to go to this elephant sanctuary where they actually appreciate the animal, and when I walked in, they were like, "Do you want to feed the elephant?" Yeah, the fuck. They gave us 2 big fruit vegetable bowls, and the elephants, they treat that like candy. They say the elephants eat all day. That's all they do is eat. Grass, grass, grass. So when they see the new people walking up, they're extremely smart. They know they're about to get some candy, and they line up. And you just feed it to them. And then they know when you're done, and they just be like, "All right, fuck y'all." And they walk away. And you could walk with them on this tour, and they give you instructions. You're not supposed to bend over in front of elephants. You're not supposed to make loud, strange noises. And a lot of these elephants have been rescued. And they said that they are allowed to roam freely in the nearby forest. So that's good to know. The Wolf Reserve was nearby. It was only $15, and there was a story behind the Wolf Reserve. I'm not going to get too deep into that on the podcast. Just check it out. You can Google it. But they were essentially like bigger huskies. And it's hot. So it's good to know that they're taking care of these dogs that have been misplaced from their original destination. So there's been a lot of whale watching, a lot of sunset tours. From this area here, you can whale watch. They even have the binoculars. Like I said, I was using them for something else, but you can use them to look at all the stuff in the water right here. It is absolutely amazing. Or you can pay for a tour they actually go look for the whales. They tell you stories about the whales and whatnot. And that's all I'm going to talk about for Heaven Can Wait. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all next time.